Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning, good morning. Okay. So yesterday we had seen. Can you see my? Can you see the screen? I have shared.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we had seen this substitution method, and especially in substitution method we have seen the three sections where in the first section the and the equation 1 has a possible solution. That was the first case. And in the second case, both these equations are equal and they are overlapping each other. So they have infinitely many solutions. And in the third case, we had seen we have arrived at a false statement and that equation has no solution at all. Today, we are going to see a new method, which is called the elimination method. Okay, as the name says, we are removing or eliminating one variable, and now we have removed one variable, so only the remaining one variable is there. And using that variable, we are finding the value of that variable, and we are moving further. Sometimes this elimination method is more easier for you than that of substitution method. Let us see how this method is being used. So first of all, let us do an example, and by doing this example, I will explain to you the steps. And after this, we will deal it in detail about the steps. Okay. So the question is, the ratio of incomes of two persons is
Hello, sir. What happened, sir? Sir, your voice is not coming, sir. Sir, your voice is not coming.
Can you hear me, students? Can you hear me now?
In between.
Sir, your voice is not coming, sir.
Sir, your voice is in between.
Now, can you hear me? Students, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Voice is coming, but very low voice is coming, sir. Put
Yes.
your mic close to the mouth, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now is it okay?
No, sir, not okay, sir. Very low voice is coming, sir.
Okay. Your speakers in the maximum. So the ratio of incomes of two persons is 9:7, and the ratio of their expenditures is 4:3. That two informations are given to you. Okay. Now, if each of them manages to save rupees 2,000 per month, find their monthly income. Okay. Now you can hear it properly, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now I
sir.
can hear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very good voice is coming.
So the you are given that the ratio of incomes of two persons and the ratio of their expenditures. The ratio of income is given as 9:7. See, I will highlight it. The ratio of income is given as 9:7, and the ratio of expenditures is 4:3. And both these persons managed to save rupees 2,000 per month. And the question is, we want to find their monthly income. So first of all, we have to form two equations from these information. We are given that the incomes and the ratio of their incomes and expenditures. So we want to convert this ratio into the amount, rupees. Okay. So let us denote the incomes of two persons by, it is actually rupees 9x. Okay, rupees 9x and the rupees 7x. Do you know why we have taken the variable x and multiplied it by the 9? By doing so, the ratio changes to the exact amount because we are multiplying both the numbers 9 and 7 by the same variable. So the we will get the actual amount. It is our assumption. Okay. And similarly, the expenditures are given by, we are taking another variable, rupees 4y and rupees 3y respectively. So you know that what do you mean by the savings of a month? You get that when you subtract expenditure from savings or from income. Income minus expenditure gives you savings. These equations, you know, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why we are writing it as like this. I will just show you. Income minus expenditure gives you savings. Okay, we are using this equation. You already know it. Okay, so now we have formed the two equations as 9x minus 4y is equal to 1000. Yeah, it's equal to 2000, and we have called it as equation 1. And similarly, we are taking the second equation as 7x minus 3y is equal to 2000. These are the two equations. Now we have to use our new method, which is elimination method. Let us see which variable we are going to eliminate. First, the step. Let us see the first step. This is the step one. What we are going to do? Multiply equation 1 by the number 3 and equation 2 by the number 4 to make the coefficients of y equal. I will say, see, we have seen that you have to closely look both these equations. Okay. Our aim is to make the coefficient of y to become equal, which means here we are going to eliminate the variable y. That is our aim. In order to do so, first of all, we had to make the coefficients of y equal. But look at these equations 1 and 2. In first case or in first equation, the coefficient of y is 4. But in the second equation, the coefficient of y is 3. How we can make it equal? In order to do that, we are going to multiply equation 1 by the number 3. Do you know how we got the number 3? It's because we are taking that number from the second equation. And in this similar manner, we are taking in the second equation, we are multiplying it by 4. Or this was, I have told this so that you can easily do that. Okay, do you understand why we are multiplying equation 1 by the number 3 and the equation 2 by the number 4? Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we have to make
Yes,
that y variable same, so that we can
Okay.
cancel out.
Okay, so let me ask you, if our aim was to cancel the variable x, then what should we do? Okay, Abhiman, you can tell. What
Yes, sir.
number should be
Sir,
multiplied by
Sir,
equation 1?
we can multiply equation 1 by 7 and we can multiply equation 2 by 9.
Very good. So
7
then we can eliminate the
x variable.
variables. X variable can be removed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
63x
here-
and minus 63x.
Okay. So here we are doing it so as to eliminate the variable y, and we are moving further. So we get equation 3 and equation 4. In the first variable, we are multiplying it by 3. So 27x minus 12y is equal to 6000. And when we multiply equation 2 by 4, we get 28x minus 12y is equal to 8000. Now, in our step 2, we have to subtract equation 3 from equation 4 to eliminate y. That is according to our wish. Okay. Whatever be the, see, either we can do equation 4 minus 3 or equation 3 minus equation 4. That's according to our wish. Either way, the answer will be the same. So we are subtracting equation 3 from equation 4 to avoid the negative sign, only for our convenience. That is according to our wish. So we get, I think you know it. Okay, I'm just skipping it. So we get the value of x as 2000. Now we got the value of x. We can substitute in the step 3. We can substitute this value of x in equation 1 or 2. That is according to your wish. But preferably not to use the value of x or in equations 3 and 4. Not to use. Do you know why? Because see these equations, both of these equations. Look at these equations. They are much bigger. So if you substitute the value of x in there, it will be a lengthy process to find the value of y. Okay, so it will be preferable to apply the value of x either in equation 1 or in equation 2. And here we are substituting the value of x in equation 1. So we get 9 into, instead of x, we are writing it as 2000. 9 into 2000 minus 4y is equal to 2000, and that's how when we solving we can see that the value of y is equal to 4000. So now we have found the solution as x equal to 2000 and y is equal to 4000. But actually, what is our question? Our question was not to find the x and y value, because the values x and y we had invented. In our question,
Yes,
we
sir.
are asked to find their monthly income. That is our aim. In order to do that, let us see the monthly income of the first person. It is denoted as 9 rupees 9x, but we know the value of x as how much? 2000.
Then
So 9 into 2000, and you get the
18 and
incomes as
18,000.
yes 18,000, and that of the second person is rupees 14,000. That was the question. And again, I repeat, in this kind of questions, especially from the questions from this chapter, you can verify or check whether your answer is correct or not. Okay, how you can check? Just it is given in the question itself that the ratio of their income is how much? 9 is to 7. So finally you have found an answer that is 18,000 and 14,000. But and you just take the ratios of these two numbers. If it is 9 is to 7, then you can conclude that these are same. Okay. And in a similar manner, the ratio of expenditure can also be found out as 18,000 minus 2,000 is to 14,000 minus 2,000, which is 16,000 is to 12,000, which is equal to 4:3, which is also given in that question. So, which means our answer is correct. So, now do you understand how we are
Yes, sir.
using this elimination method?
Yes, sir. Very
Yes,
easy.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, now we are going in detail. What are the steps? Okay. The method used in solving the example above is called the elimination method. You know why we are calling it as an elimination method? Because we eliminate one variable first. Either it be x variable or it be y. Whatever be the variable, we are eliminating one variable at first. And what is our aim? From that, to get a linear equation in one variable. See, here we have got, yeah, in this case, we got a linear equation in one variable. See, we can cut 12y minus 12y. So you only get a variable in x, a linear variable, linear equation. And in the example above, we eliminated the variable y. We could have eliminated x, as I had told you. Okay, you can try that also. And the second remark is, you could have also used substitution or graphical method to solve this problem. And I think it will be better if you do the substitution method as well as the graphical method. And we have already written the elimination method, but when you try to do the elimination method and the substitution and graphical method, you will find that this elimination method is bit more easier. Again, that is according to your convenience. Some students may find either that graphical method bit easier, but some others may find substitution method as easy. So it all depends on you. Okay. And let us see the steps in this elimination method. You already know it, but only for your knowledge and better understanding, I am explaining these steps. Okay. So the step 1. First, multiply both the equations by suitable non-zero constants to make the constant coefficients of one variable, either x or y, numerically equal, as we had done here. See, here we had multiplied it by the number 3 and by the number 4, like that. Okay, that was the first step. But in the step 2, then add or subtract one equation from the other so that one variable gets eliminated. If you get an equation one variable, go to step 3. Okay, see here we have subtracted equation 3. Okay, here we have subtracted equation 3 from equation 4. But sometimes you just have to add. See, say suppose that if the sign was like this, 27x plus 12y. Suppose if it was like this, you just had to add equation 3 plus equation 4. Clear? Our only
Yes,
aim
sir.
is to remove that variable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if in step 2 we obtain a true statement involving no variable, then the original pair of equations has infinitely many solutions. Which means, say in step 2, actually in step 2 we got a linear pair of a linear equation, one variable, this one. But sometimes when we multiply and move further, you only get a number only. There won't be any variable. It means that our given equation has infinitely many solutions. In other words, graphically, how can you say it?
I
Who
think
can?
my lines may be coinciding.
Yes, very good. Those two lines maybe, may not maybe, they are coinciding. So they have
Yes, sir.
infinitely many solutions.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if in step 2 we obtain a false statement involving no variable, then the original pair of equations has no solution. That is, it is inconsistent. So it means that those two lines, regarding when we come to a graphical method, those two lines
Are
complete
parallel.
me. Yes, they are parallel. Or in other words, they are not intersect. Especially they may be parallel or not. Whatever be the case, they won't intersect. And suppose we got in the first stage we got the linear equation one variable. If so, we can move to our step 3. Solve the equation in one variable, either it be x or y. So obtain to get its value. Now in step 4, you have to substitute this value of x or y in either of the original equations. As I told you, to get the value of the other variable. As I have told you earlier, you can substitute the value of x in our original equation. That is either 1 or equation 2. Don't go for equations 3 and 4. Okay, it will be harder for you. Okay. Now we shall do some few more examples, but the time. Okay, we shall do one more question. See the question. Use elimination method to find all possible solutions of the following pair of linear equations. Okay, you are directly given two equations. Okay, we don't have to form the equation as we had seen earlier. You are directly given. So let us see how we can solve it. It is given that 2x plus 3y is equal to 8, their equation 1, and 4x plus 6y is equal to 7. So equation 1 and question 2. Now let us go to a solution. And one more thing, for your exam, you don't need to write it as step 1, step 2. Okay, avoid writing all that. Just go and write. Only for your knowledge, I am writing step 1, this is step 1, this is step 2. Okay, never write for exam as step 1, step 2, like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Now, look for this equations 1 and 2. Say, here we are going to remove the variable x.
Yes, sir.
Okay, either x or y, whatever be the case. So here we are going to, our aim is to remove the variable x. In order to do that, you can easily say that what should be the number multiplied by equation 1.
Sir, equation 1 we can multiply by 2 and equation 2 we can multiply by 1.
Okay. All students, do you understand why we are doing so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In order
Okay.
to get the variable same.
Okay, we want to remove the variable x. That's all right. So we are multiplying equation 1 by the number 2 and the equation 2 by the number 1 to make the coefficients of x equal so that we can remove the variable x. Now we got the variables or the equations of 4x plus 6y is equal to 16, that is equation 3, and 4x plus 6y is equal to 7, that is equation 4. Now we are subtracting equation 4 from equation 3. See, in either way, either it be equation 3 minus 4 or equation 4 minus 3, whatever be the case. See, we got it as 0 is equal to 9, which is a false statement. As we had seen in this explanation, see here, if we obtain, see, you can see, if in step 2, we obtain a false statement involving no variable, then the original pair of equations has no solution. That is, it is inconsistent. That is like this. See, here 0 is equal to 9, which is a false statement. If you just came like this, then you can easily stop moving further. You can write it as a pair of equations has no solution. Okay. So, is this clear to you?
Sir, these lines
Yes,
are
sir.
intersecting.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The lines will be parallel.
Yes, those two lines are parallel. We can conclude that also.
Yes, sir.
So,
Those lines are parallel.
I think that will be for enough for you today. Our time is about to wind up. Only 3 minutes remain.
Yes, sir.
So again, I repeat, if you should always do these exercises daily. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. You won't be able to complete it, and moreover, you can't learn it. In the day itself, if you try to do the exercises, then you will learn it is easily. Otherwise, you will find it difficult after 1 or 2 weeks or 1 month if you try to do these exercises. To avoid that, I am telling you, always do your work regularly. Otherwise, it will be
Yes, sir.
difficult for you.
Yes, sir.
So all students, convey this to all your friends. Those who are not attended in the meeting also, tell all your friends also complete your exercises daily. I am only giving 1 or 2, 3 questions. Only that much question is going to be, not a big amount of questions are going to be. Only small, little questions are. So always do that questions daily. All of you. Only one.
We have
or
to do
two
exercise
students-
only.
Sorry, we have to do.
Exercise only.
The notes are I have already given. You should write it from the text itself. I'm saying about the
PDF.
exercises. Today I have given you no exercises at all. You just have to write these notes. I have given. At the end of the chapter, I will send these notes to you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm waiting to complete the chapter. Then I will send the notes to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Or if there is nothing, we can end the meeting.
End the meeting, sir. No
Any
doubt,
doubt?
sir. No
No
doubt.
doubt.
All of you.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt.
No doubt.
So thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.